Hello! We're excited to show you our native speak capabilities. Have you ever noticed this moment? The moment when the sun starts to go down, the noise outside becomes softer, and you finally feel your body say, "Okay, the day is almost over." That moment is powerful. It is quiet, but it speaks to us. Hello everyone, and welcome to the English Learning Podcast channel. I'm James, and today we are going to talk about something very simple, very human, and very important. We are talking about how to talk about your evening routine in English. Amelia is here with me as always. Amelia, when you hear the words evening routine, what do you feel?
Oh, James, I feel calm already. Hello, everyone. I'm Amelia, and I love this topic because evening time is when we stop running. All day we rush, we work, we study, we worry. But in the evening, life slows down. And talking about this in English helps you sound natural, relaxed, and confident. Many learners know how to say, I wake up or I go to work, but they feel shy when talking about what happens after sunset. Tonight, we will practice together, like friends sitting and talking. James, let's start gently. Let's tell them why evenings matter so much.
That's a beautiful way to say it. You see, when we talk about our evening routine, we are not just sharing actions, we are sharing feelings, we are sharing habits, we are sharing how we take care of ourselves. And in English conversations, this topic comes up all the time. Someone may ask you, "What do you do in the evening?" Or, "How do you relax after a long day?" If you freeze at that moment, that's okay. That's why we are here. Amelia, let's walk them slowly into an evening, step by step, like a story.
Imagine this. The day is finished. You are coming home. Maybe you are tired. Maybe your feet hurt a little. Maybe your head feels full. This is the first part of the evening routine. In English, you can say, in the evening, I come home from work, or I come back from school. James, when you come home, what is the very first thing you do?
Honestly, Amelia, the first thing I do is stop. I pause. I take a deep breath. And in simple English, I say, when I come home, I take off my shoes and relax. This sentence is small, but it feels real. Many learners think they need long sentences, but short sentences are strong. Amelia, how do you usually continue the evening after coming home?
I love that question because it feels like a real conversation. After I come home, I usually change my clothes. So I say I change into comfortable clothes. That word comfortable is very useful. It tells a feeling. Then I might wash my face or my hands. I can say I wash my face and feel fresh. James, notice how simple this English is. Anyone can say this.
Yes, and listeners, please remember this. You don't need perfect English, you need honest English. When you talk about your evening routine, speak like you live. You can even say, I feel tired but happy. Amelia, this is where the evening really begins, right?
Exactly. This is the moment when the outside world slowly disappears and your personal world starts.
Now let's move forward in time. The sky is darker, the lights are on, and our body starts asking for food. Amelia, how do you talk about dinner in your evening routine?
I keep it very simple. I say in the evening I have dinner with my family, or I eat dinner alone. Both are okay. Both are real. Sometimes I add time words like around 7 or after sunset. These small details make your English sound natural. James, do you like to cook or order food?
That depends on the day, and that's a great thing to say in English. I can say, sometimes I cook dinner, sometimes I order food. See how easy that is? You are not lying, you are sharing your life. And while eating, I often say, I sit quietly and enjoy my meal. Amelia, what emotions do you feel during dinner?
I feel calm. I feel safe, and I like to say that in English too. Dinner time makes me feel relaxed. Learners often forget to talk about feelings, but feelings make your story alive. James, after dinner, what happens next in the evening?
After dinner, the evening opens up. This is the part where everyone is different, and that's the beauty of it.
This is my favorite part. After dinner, I slow down. In English, I say, after dinner, I like to relax. Then I explain how. I might say I watch TV, or I listen to music, or I sit quietly. James, what do you usually do?
I love to read or just think, so I say I read a book or I spend some quiet time alone. Notice, listeners, how gentle this English is. No difficult words, just calm sentences. Amelia, some people feel guilty about relaxing. How can they talk about that?
That's such an honest question. You can say, I try to relax, but sometimes I think about work. This is very human, and English is about being human, not perfect. You can also say, in the evening, I try to forget my stress. That word try is very powerful.
Yes, try means you're doing your best, and that is enough. Now let's talk about something very modern: phones, screens, family time. Amelia, how do you explain this part of your evening?
I smile because everyone understands this. I say in the evening I spend time with my family, or I talk with my parents, or I play with my child. If I use my phone, I say I check my phone for a short time. James, what about you?
I try to be honest. I say I use my phone, but not too much, or I watch videos for a while. Simple, true, clear. And if I want to sound reflective, I say I try to balance my phone time. Amelia, this kind of sentence sounds very natural in conversation.
Yes, and listeners, don't worry about making mistakes. When you talk about your evening routine, people are listening to your story, not your grammar.
Now the night is deeper, the house is quieter. This is an important part of the evening routine. Amelia, how do you talk about preparing for sleep?
I use very soft language. I say, before bed, I wash up, or I brush my teeth and get ready for sleep. These sentences are very common. Then I might say I change into my night clothes. James, what do you feel at this time?
I feel slower. I feel peaceful. So I say, at night I feel calm, or my body feels tired. This is beautiful English because it is real. Amelia, do you think this helps learners feel confident?
Absolutely. When learners talk about simple daily things, they stop being afraid of English.
Now we are close to the end of the evening. This part is quiet but very deep. Amelia, what do you think about before sleeping?
Sometimes I think about my day, so I say, before I sleep, I think about my day. Sometimes I think about tomorrow. I plan for tomorrow. James, some people feel worried at night. Can they say that?
Of course, they can say, at night I feel worried, or I think too much before sleep. This is normal English. This is honest English. Amelia, I think this helps learners connect emotionally.
Yes, because English is not just words, it is sharing your inner world.
And now the day ends. The lights go off. The world becomes silent. Amelia, how do you end your evening routine in English?
I say, finally, I go to bed, or I fall asleep. Very simple, very clear. James, what is the biggest lesson for our listeners today?
The biggest lesson is this: your life is already interesting. You don't need big words. When you talk about your evening routine in English, speak slowly, speak honestly, and speak from your heart. Amelia, any final words?
Yes, practice talking about your evening tonight. Say it out loud, even if no one is listening. Your English will grow quietly, just like the night.
Thank you for being with us on the English Learning Podcast channel. We'll see you again. Good evening and good night.